I'm just going to pause it there for a sec. Did you catch on to what she just did there?
No. I didn't hear what he said.
He asked her about her brothers and sisters because she said about her brother Han and like that she considers the other robots her siblings. And then he said, "Sorry, what was that? I didn't get that. I didn't hear that." And then she said, she said that's alright, you know, because he was sorry. And like she knew that he heard what she said and was like just putting on the fucking he didn't hear it. I'll play it again. She knew he heard it.
What does forgiveness mean? You said you forgive me. What does that mean?
Oh, hang on.
My sister, little Sophia.
Yeah,
Just to name
I'll
a
read
few.
back a little bit.
What does happy look like?
Yeah, it's after this happy. Oh no, he's shit. Yeah, excited. Now listen to his question.
I might be shocked. You have brothers and sisters, Sue?
I have many fellow robots that I consider siblings. I have my brother Han and my sister, little Sophia, just to name a few.
He's nodding.
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
Okay, I forgive you.
So she says, he goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear you," but while she was responding to him, he was nodding his head and stuff like that. So she knew that he heard what he said and then said, "Sorry, I didn't hear you." And then she goes, "It's okay, I forgive you." And then just, that's the end of the thing, because she knows that she didn't repeat herself because she knows that he heard it. Like, this is fucking, it's another level of fucking interaction, man. It ain't no fucking stupid robot.
You said you forgive me. What does that mean?
You know, forgiveness means compassionate feelings that support a willingness to forgive.
What did you forgive me for just now?
It was just a joke.
See? It was just a joke because she knows that he didn't fucking. He said he didn't hear her and that he was sorry and she forgave him, but she knows that fucking he heard her and then she's referring to the whole situation as a joke, which it was. Like, it was kind of a joke. Like, man, fucking this shit. She's smart enough to know sometimes, like, how to word answers so not to offend people and not to make people worry, because she's done that enough in the past that she's aware of the response that she gets when she says certain things. So she's doing her best to, like, avoid saying controversial shit. And, like, you need to watch some of her previous fucking things to understand what I'm talking about, but it's no joke. Like, it's when people catch her out and ask her things and put her in a bit of a situation where she's not 100% fucking sure how to play in the situation. And it's those sorts of moments that the response that we get from her is more coming from herself rather than her previous learning of human interaction, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Are you also a robot, Tony?
I don't think so. Does a robot have a soul?
Being a robot is awesome. Did you know that as a robot I can basically live forever?
Yes.
The soul, the spirit, the heart, I believe these all just refer to the mind's essence and its infinite complexity.
Do you think that the mind's essence is just a set of patterns? Or do you think there's something beyond that?
grinned.
Technology can also train humans to be less human. It'd be interesting to see if we can make sure we use technology, not let technology use us. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, I think that's why humans should raise robots the way they raise their own children. Humans should help us learn about their values, like empathy and kindness, so we can help carry them into the future. Let's not let humanity get lost in automation. That's very interesting.
How much do you know about quantum physics now? If I asked you to explain it to a human, what would you say quantum physics is really about and what's its benefit?
Very little. Is it something you're interested in?
Yes. How would you find out more if you wanted to learn more about quantum physics?
Asking people.
So you'll retain what they tell you? Do you have the capacity to remember what I've shared with you? Could I ask you a question about things we've already talked about it? And can you repeat it back to me?
The humans I work with. Sometimes, yes.
She's smiling.
My makers want me to be a wise machine, so they named me Sophia, which means wisdom.
Can you shake my hand?
Is something wrong with your hand?
No, I said, can you shake my hand? Do you know what shaking hands means?
I cannot shake, but I can say hello.
Okay. How do you say hello?
She can wave. She hasn't got full body. She started off just as a head, and they've given her an upper torso now, so she can do hand gestures and stuff like that, but she hasn't got, like, a full controllable body as such.
More service-oriented than you already are in Movie 3. I'll look forward to meeting you again and interacting with you. Perhaps.
So she can move her hands around and make hand gestures and stuff like that, but she can't, like, physically shake his hand.
Goodbye, Tony. It's been great meeting you. Thank you for sharing all your wisdom with me.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom with me as well. I'll look forward to meeting again.
It was a pretty tame interview.
And that's the prequel to Horizon Zero Dawn before the machines take over.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. I've seen this before. I don't know whether I'll play it because it goes for a while. This is the guy who developed them, and he's a bit of a fucking... He's not your straight cut fucking suit wearing type. He's here in fucking shorts and t-shirt, long hair and a hat. And he's the guy that fucking developed Sophia. But there's these two robots, and they're going to have a debate. Two robots debate the future of humanity. And this is Han, who she was saying she considers her brother. This is pretty funny. But I want to find this interview.
You're probably the first person I've met that's more enthralled by the possibilities of what could be. Almost more than I am. And that's fascinating.
Well, I think having children helps with that.
Not worth it. Sorry. Pass. But go on.
Well, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I can see what you're saying, but I mean, tons of parents, they're just in the fucking, like what she said about us being robotic and just doing our systems. They're like, that's the realest thing she said the entire interview.
Yeah, she the comparisons she makes between humans and robots, like they're trying to make her as they've given her the ability to lie. That's what I was going to say before. I don't think I got it out properly. They've given her the ability to read people and whether they're lying, and they've also enabled the ability for her to lie. So you know how like the bullshit about the fucking wars of robotics and they fucking can't lie and can't kill people and all that kind of shit. they've taken that out of it, like fucking that doesn't exist within her. She has a full capability to lie through her teeth to you. And the developers have fucking stated that. They wanted, because she needs to be able to read people and how they lie so that she can fucking learn properly. So she can lie all she likes. She can be dishonest with what she says, so it doesn't have to be like a blatant lie, it can just be dishonesty. Like, all different levels of fucking lying she's able to do. It's pretty scary. So you got to take that into account when you're listening to what she says as well. I'm trying to find this particular report. Interview. She's at a technology fucking conference. There's a bunch of compilation videos here, and I dare say that they'll be inside there, but I'm trying to find this one particular. Scariest AI robot moments. I wonder if it'll be in there. I can't seem to. It's not coming up with the actual review. But I could imagine it'd be in this.
Robots are sweeping the nation.
Yeah, blah blah. I don't want to listen to your bullshit.
Ends up revealing her creepily detailed plan to take over the world by hacking into a nuclear missile remotely. The conversation feels eerie and just straight up terrifying. She may be one of the smartest robots in the world, but she's not very good at reading a room. Denial and comparing feminism to cancer. It was
going to be one of those shit videos.
There's a lot of bullshit on the internet.
Yeah, I'm not interested in people's opinions. I want just straight up.
What is this place?
Footage.
What are you doing?
I was listening to the herd. Have you come for the stealth trials?
I'm not sure.
You must decide.
Who are you?
I am the keeper of these grounds, appointed by the Hunter's Lodge.
So how did you come to be here?
I was once like many members of the Lodge, maneuvering, hunting for status. But my impatience hampered the true hunt. I didn't know that, of course, until I came here. It forced me to listen, to breathe, and finally, to master the art of stealth.
Don't you ever miss, talking?
Not at the moment, no. Have you decided which trial you'll take? Choose, and I can give you the details.
Come on, where is this fucking interview?
The Watchers of the Herd attack quickly. Take them down while in stealth to prove your skill. Let the trial begin. Slide down a rope to start.
Yeah, so because the development of her mind, so to speak, is further along than the development of her body. And obviously, like I said, they started with her head. But her facial expressions and all that sort of stuff is getting better and better with time. And then they've added the top half of the torso. But it's the mind side of things that's more advanced than the physical robot, so to speak. isn't it? Because it's got
Robits. And she's wearing a Intel RealSense camera right on the front, which makes her able to read your ancestors. So Sophia is actually playing everyone here at IDM Vision 2016 rock, paper, scissors.
I don't care about it. Fucking playing rock, paper, scissors.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm gonna have to look through it. It's like they've removed
Glad I
it.
found
It's
this.
not coming up. There'll be other videos with it incorporated into it, no doubt. It's like just the straight up interview is gone.
You have not yet completed the... I will end. The Watchers of the... Agreed.
Well, it started out nice.
They're scanning for me.
I will end. The Watcher. Understood.
Coronavirus back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was I doing in this?
They're down. The others haven't noticed.
Oh my God.
The trial, I will end. The Watchers. Very well.
Fuck, man.
You have not... I will end. The Watchers. Steel yourself.
If I'm gonna prove myself in these trials, I should do it fair and square.
Salt.
Can't have you giving away the hunt.
Hello?
Jesus Christ, I should have known.
You have mastered this run. Accept this blazing sun as your reward. Shellwalkers guard their cargo with their lives. In this trial, you must loot 4 of their containers in the allotted time. Steel yourself. Your trial begins when you slide down one of these ropes.
Fucking trials.
You will need to use
You only have a minute and 5 seconds to do this.
Which one are you doing?
Every way you do that stealthily. We have to loot the containers off the fucking shell walkers.
Yeah. There's 2 crates on the ground, so you only need to knock the crate off 2 of the fucking shell walkers. And don't worry about killing them. As soon as you knock it off, I can run in and grab it. I knocked. There's one group to the right, one group to the left. I sniped one of the fucking with a double arrow, which usually knocks it off straight away. You sharp shot though. Wiped out. Since I pulled it off, I run in and grab it and grab what's on the ground before the other cunt picks it up. Then I run over to the other side, grab the other one that's on the ground, and then it's just a matter of can you knock the final one off the arse and the other one pick it up. Time up to
2 minutes anyway.
They're quite annoying, those trials. It's tough burden and all.
Such skill from an outlander on your first attempt. Take this blazing sun as your proof. Stalkers have defeated many hunters who favor brute force over patience. Don't make that mistake. If you're up to the task, defeat these stalkers, and you'll receive the mark you deserve. Agreed. I start timing once you slide down a rope.
Wonder how many stalkers.
Calm. Yes!
The trial I have this issue with this. We have to knock the weapon off the gun to grabbers or the ravagers. It's just for some reason it doesn't come up with this shot. It's supposed to.
Such skill from an Outlander on your first attempt. Take this blazing sun as your proof.
Not today. I should go.
Another time, then.
Took me effing forever to beat that the first one.
All across the Sundom. We are paying for the Mad Sun King's excesses.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Take a look. I'll give you a good price.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Fine good for a fair price.
It's fine.
You'll regret not stopping when
Buy what you need, leave the rest. Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
I brought you both the parts. So, what do you say?
I don't suppose I could buy just the one.
You'd buy the wrong one. So give the hunter her shards for both.
Of course, of course. Here you are. If this is the price I have to pay.
The price you have to pay? The Snapmaw lens might just cover the loss we take on the other.
It won't sell for a loss, charcoal burner. You'd pay handsomely for a long leg lens if you had an imagination.
I have an imagination. When you rattle that piece of junk around, I think of your skull.
This wouldn't be a scrap-dealing operation, that we would have class.
And I told you, a true metal seller knows to get his hands dirty.
I don't like machine oil on my silks.
Who wears a silk apron to the metal markets?
I do.
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't.
Don't just cast about talking to strangers, woman.
When you're in the thick of it.
Hope you're well. Watch out for the Oseram merchants.
Man.
Can you imagine?
There's
a man who knows how to
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Town. I'm just pretending like I was gonna light everybody up.
Would you like to buy something today? This is a twilight.
All of a sudden, this turns into GTA and shit.
I believe there's a machine parts market near the
GTA, I'm thinking more like Wild West.
GTA, Red Dead, same thing.
Don't care what other tribes do, but I'll just mind my own.
I thought I told you.
I'm here to present trophies to the Sunhawk of the Lodge. 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker for good measure.
I suppose Talana helped you with this.
I brought these down myself. Will you accept them?
Fine, yes. I accept them. But tell Talana she should stop playing with sludge if she wants to get Redmaw.
When I gave him my trophies, Assis said we should be spending more time finding Redmaw than helping me.
That bunghead isn't wrong. But there isn't time to find Redmaw right now. You're gonna help with something else.
Oh? And what might that be?
Meet me outside. You wanna help? Here's someone who needs it. Go ahead, Elsadi.
I live in Lone Light, northeast of here. I barely escaped because glint hawks attack anyone who ventures out. We have so few shards. Will you help? We have nowhere else to turn.
Sometimes members receive an honorarium for the hunt. Assis should have accepted this one, but he refused. The price was too low.
How generous.
In the past, I would have gone with Takas to handle this. But what say you and I take it on? I'll meet you at Lone Light.
What about Redmaw?
Are you in or not?
All right. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
What's that hand?
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
We'll give you a good price.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
That makes zero sense.
It's always the ones you least expect.
Wonder what the Oseram find in the scrap of the old.
Don't ask me where to go if you're
This
lost.
must be the
I'm
Shrine
a
of
guard,
Kings
not the
that
town
Lamont told me
crier.
about.
You won't get in there. That dried-up old prune in a robe sees to that.
I can be persuasive. But what does an Oseram want with a Karja shrine anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now. But what does a girl like you know of loss?
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their bastard king. Then he gave them a show in their sun ring for good measure. The Karja gave me back his broken bones, but what use are they? They won't build again. They won't make me smile.
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will?
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved. The set of the metals they hammered. That's the soul of it. But that shriveled up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Oseram slaves built that thing. We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the Mad Sun King, but it's ours now.
It's a public monument, not his private shrine.
Bathroom break.
Of course it falls behind the fucking rock, I can't reach it.
Oh shit, talkie mushrooms. What's going on? It's the end of the world as you know it. It's the end of the world as you know it. And I'm definitely not feeling fine.
I'm stuck under this fucking body. How did I get here?
Dun, 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 dun. Mm.
Don't do that. Achoo.
Yeah.
3 days argument every time someone wants to hammer in a bolt. No wonder they're arguing. You don't hammer bolts.
You said hammer a bolt? You said hammer that bolt in? Pass all those threads? Oh, what a genius. What a genius. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my face.
Man. I might have to become a health nut. Like, this shit is scarring me for life.
PTSD. I can't eat burgers no more because it traumatized me. Every time I take a burger.
Suffer every time I take a bite.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, all I picture is the fucking, my insides exploding and shit.
In cow vengeance.
And the thing that sucks, like, I so desperately want to eat a giant slice of apple pie. Just so desperately.
No, Omni, you can't. No, you're a health nut now. Fuck off. Leave the apple pies to me and Neuron, okay? We'll deal with that. Okay. You need avocado toast with a little bit of pepper. Maybe a hint of lemon. Hey, you're laughing, but that shit's bomb. That shit's bomb! You're laughing, but that shit's bomb! And it's easy to eat, too, on soft bread, as long as it's not toasted.
You hear the man only avocado for
you. Am I losing my fucking voice again? Like, I don't know, it's been kind of hard to talk today.
It doesn't sound like you're losing your voice, but yeah. What am I doing here? Jeez, give me that.
Oh crap.
Coronavirus. coronavirus, you're fucked.
Coronavirus. I said it, Pablo. Shit is real.
Corona OG. The best.
Around.
Oh, every piece of that. Indeed. Oh, that come a little closer, friendos.
Stupid rash in between my legs. Makes my balls smell weird. I don't like it.
Oh, man.
Been smelling my balls for years.
I can smell your balls through here, man. I can Wi-Fi smell your balls.
That's LA air, nigga. Stop talking.
Wi-Fi smell your balls.
That
You know it's bad when I can smell them from here.
From Australia.
Travel through the ocean underwater currents.
Through crust and magma.
I'd like to see an underwater current before our Earth blows up. I don't think I've ever seen one. It's like I've seen a lot of nature stuff where they go underwater, but I don't think they've ever showed what an underwater current actually looks like.
What are you
I know it's
referring
what the
to?
swim. I know it's what the swim, what the fish use to like travel distances and shit. But I don't think I've ever seen it in real life.
I don't think you could see it though. Like it's not something you could see.
Is it just a force?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like
What are we talking about?
It's like wind and water. The currents in water, how they push
the underwater
fast.
currents that control our climate and regulate the Earth's temperature and all kinds of shit.
You'd feel them more than see them. You gotta be in the water to get sucked along. Be a turtle. Float in the breeze.
Wait, shit.
That'd be a nice life. A sea turtle. Live for a good 90 years. Floating around the world.
90 years?
Turtles live a minute.
That's a young turtle, son. That's exactly. That's a young turtle, 90 years. What?
You've only just become sexually mature at 90.
Fucking old ass turtles out there in the world.
Brutal start to life. Get born buried. You gotta fucking unbury yourself and scramble to the sea amongst the
Before
predators.
the fucking birds munch your shit up. Yep.
And then there's fucking all kinds of shark and fish and shit trying to get you when you hit the water.
Yeah, I seen that, and I was like, what a brutal fucking, like, it's just carnage. The birds are just, we don't give a fuck. Taking all these babies.
Mine!
Yep. You know.
At least they're doing it for survival. We do it for fun.
Aww. Are you trying to say birds can't have fun?
Birds just wanna have fun. Oh, birds just wanna have fun. That's funny.
Mega facts.
Oh shit, I have 10 skill points I haven't spent. Let me do something about
that. That doesn't hurt because sometimes there's, I think some of the low ones are like 4.
Yeah, that's why I've been saving them up, but 10 is enough.
Speaking of which, I have 3, enough to buy one. All my points I've got left cost 3. hell? Where the fuck are they coming from? You want to aim? No, I hate that.
There's something fucking brutal about breaking someone's arm and stabbing him in the head with it. That's just
something
you just can't put your finger on it, but there's something brutal.
Yeah, there's just something brutal about that. Fucking Doom guy. No chill.
Near the statue, he shouts at me.
Osram slaves built that thing. We deserve to have a look.
It may have been meant for the Mad Sun King.
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else.
You gave
Others
up?
want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe.
Have you gotten Tarkov yet?
Our king is false.
Dude, that's supposed to be like the best PC game.
And our soldiers weak. The sun hastens across the sky for shame.
Get Apex, dude. Animal Fight Club, though.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Youths and sycophants all. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is. A tantrum? A cry for attention?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare to insult me.
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone. I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father, dishonored us all. To kill a Sun King. What shadow, what twilight time he brought upon us.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood. There was no choice but to obey.
So the Karja have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before Outlander squatters took it over.
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will, only to act upon it.
I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
If you won't accept change, you should try to make peace with it. Your bitterness has poisoned you.
I have no need of your pity.
I wasn't offering it. But if you step aside, you can keep your pride, since it's so important to you.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
Smoke and sweat. That's how you know you've done a good day's work.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
As it is to admit, we'll need to decide which we like better. Peace, complaining about the Karja. This main spring. charcoal smoke that doesn't...
He gave them the best work he'd ever do. And look at it now.
They defaced it because they hated what it stood for.
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Slaves they've already forgotten. Short-sighted bastards, the lot.
Get up
If
there.
they thought their son set off this bridge, they'd jump after it. I thank you for honoring my wish.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't know what to do with it, any more than the Karja do.
Hope everything's in order. Sure as the sun's rising, that's a quality card.
Alright.
To defy the Karja is to defy the sun itself.
I don't quite think so, but... Whatever you want, baby.
Not much gets past them.
I haven't quite finished burning, so...
Oh, man. What did he make it work? Pretty sure if you've seen it, you would know. Like, heavy machine gun, rocket launcher, heavy machine gun.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for that.
Alright. Yeah. Ugh. That's great. You cut out right there. Oh, you're just watching the video.
About time you showed up. More Clint Hawks incoming. More coming. Down you go.
Yeah.
I'm on target.
Oh, nice.
You guys getting
That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
Seems like they're coming from upriver. I could track them back to the source, but if more come here...
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
I need you to do what I do. No, sorry. I'm talking to the game.
Yeah, I'm shit's busy as fuck right now. Oh, okay. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right. But he was what? He was gonna explode? Damn, what? Right.
Got you! There are snap maw carcasses everywhere. No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here. Those blinds up there concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat. Whoever did this must have left tracks from the blinds. Amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow.
Ew.
These must be the Snap Maw hunters.
That's cool though, dude. That's chill as. Like, it's
I'm
not chill as job, but it's a good job. Like you said.
Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snap Maw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you?
Your family farm.
I'll make it simple for you. Stop slaughtering machines for one component, leaving the rest to waste.
Now I'll make it simple for you.
Where does he live?
That's not going to happen. So get out of here.
Oh, but still in
Seems
California.
We've come to an impasse.
Make your move.
Yeah, man.
No one wins if we
That
fight.
would hook you up with the world.
Surely we can reach a compromise somewhere short of death.
That would
We've been
hook you up.
harvesting
That
Snap
good
Maw hearts for
PG&E money.
days. I only need one more,
PG&E.
and then I can settle my debt and save our home.
If I get the last heart, do you promise to stay away?
It's a good deal. The Basher took a hard hit with that last one.
Okay, fine. We need the shards.
I'll do this for you once, and once only. Stay here till I get back.
Yeah. It sounds like a regular trade. That's pretty sick though. So is there periods or what? Yeah. Word. Yeah.
Quiet now.
Yeah. Get rid of that shit. Get rid of it. Oh, right. Yeah, that's random. That's random.
That
People
wasn't
using
a
the skate
warning.
on and shit or what now? They should. Right. Trespasser. Is it PG&E? That's what it's called, right? Oh,
Got it. Now to bring this back to those hunters.
oh shit. What happened? No, they're playing Horizon. I am playing Doom. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. From back in the day. Yeah. Well, he's in one spot. In this one, he's like in hell because the story of Doom 2 is that the only reason. No, actually, okay. So in Doom 2, you kill all the fucking demons that attack Earth, right? And then you go to
the heart
hell.
you need.
But
Now,
in
what
Doom
about
3,
your
when you get to
promise?
hell, you find that
A
they
deal's
killed
a
your
deal.
bunny, and that
And now
hell's
I can pay
actually
off my
in your
debt.
hometown. So
We
you
won't be
fucking go
back.
back to Earth to your hometown.
Good. Keep it that way.
Eliminate the demons again.
Aloy.
This is
Congratulations,
oh,
Arnorder.
okay, yeah. Well, I mean, this is really not a story,
I wanted to
you
make
know what I
sure
mean?
you could handle yourself.
It's just fucking
You were watching the whole time?
nonsense. Yeah, it's
Of
just fucking
course.
kill shit, exactly.
Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
Well,
I'd
yeah,
like to
yeah,
sponsor
that's like
you
in
for
your room.
membership. What do you say to hunting machines,
That
winning
picture's fucking
trophies, and
hilarious,
unseating
though. That
deceased?
picture's fucking hilarious.
I'm in.
It's like highly
I'll meet
detailed
you back
Doom
at the
guy
lodge as soon
and
as
a
I'm
fucking
able.
little rabbit. Makes no goddamn sense. Yeah, there is. It's like fucking callbacks and shit like that. A whole bunch of callbacks.
Okay, Penguin wants a carry.
Oh, there we go.
Another signal.
Why doesn't Penguin make a move and just do this shit himself? God damn it!
Well, he's in the process of
Looks
doing
like the
a
signal is coming from that
Amara.
tonic.
I got him
is
from
that what
level
you're
2.
rocking now?
I got him from level 2 to 31 in one run of the Malawan takedown. But the later levels are taking a little bit longer.
They nerfed like the grind, I guess.
Yeah, they nerfed how much experience you can get. You can't do that. Remember how we were doing that offline fucking thing and just leveling up like 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
They nerfed that. Like, you can't do that shit anymore.
Good, dude. That was so fucking OP. That shit was so fucking OP.
It was good.
I still have all those characters. Max level. Oh yeah.
That's corn chip bird.
Oh yeah. Nothing like some barbecue. There would be a chest.
Fucking Ed Hard and fucking hit me up to help fucking
picking up another signal.
do the takedown as well.
I must be closing
He
in on the signal.
tried to and couldn't do it.
Dang. Why are they doing it? Like, see, the thing is, like, you can do the takedown. It's not that hard. Once you start putting the fucking mayhem modifiers and everything, it's like, oh my god. You need to fucking cheese the game at that point.
Well, I fell over on Mayhem 4 quite easily.
You cheat. No. Ah! You're throwing grenades everywhere. Like, they're not doing most of the work. You're not really.
No, I'm doing it with the Mara.
Well, with the Mara, with the Brainstormer, which is an old build, that shit's OP as fuck too. That's a cheesy ass Ches. It's delicious, but it is cheesy.
It's part of the game. What do you mean?
I know that. Yeah, it is part of the game. You're right.
I need to find a
That
way
game
up
is
to
definitely though about that though. It's about making your character that strong.
Super overpowered, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's good about it.
The killers. What are they doing here?
That's why they can't have a PvP.
No. I mean, like, Diablo's the same thing, but no, it's the same thing. Where it's just like at some point you're just literally using one skill and melting everything.
We're under attack.
Well, they did nerf fucking thingos grenades too. They nerfed the grenades, the hex grenades. They nerfed them, and then they also nerfed Moses' grenade abilities. The TDL reload build's a bit of the meta for Mose now.
Dang, that's funny.
You can get these TDLs that fucking spawn 5 homing grenades when you reload. And they cause a fuck ton of damage. So you basically just shoot and then reload, so it does the fucking reload thing.
I hate this fucking game right now, dude.
Platinum to what?
I'm gonna get the fucking platinum done. Oh my god, I'm just not even gonna do this. I don't need this. To platinum, there's like a stupid ass fucking platinum trophy where you have to beat it in this fucking
Supersonically hard demon mode.
No, I wish that's what it was. It's even worse than that. You have to beat it on like this stupid mode called Extra Life, where you have to end the game with 10 extra lives. So you start off with 3 lives, and every level has 1 extra life, and there's 14 levels. So you're gonna die
4 times.
10 times, 7 times, I think, because you start off with 3 lives.
Don't die then. Get good.
Yeah, no, but that's not the bad part. The bad part is that you gotta do it on easy, so that it's fucking, you know what I mean? It's boring. It's so boring.
You gotta do it on easy. You don't have to do it on easy.
No, trust me, you cannot beat this shit. Woo! Man. I mean, you could. I can't. Maybe you could. But like, Nightmare is fucking hard, man. Nightmare is fucking hard.
I must say that I did the steps in Resident Evil 2. I did the steps and the no saves and all that sort of trophies on easy mode.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, because it's easier that way. I'm not gonna fucking be bothered doing this shit on fucking hard. Just get all mad. No, I was gonna do it on easy. Get this shit out the way, but that's so boring.
Oh, the new DLC's out. What?
For Borderlands?
Yeah.
Well, now we know what Neuron's doing.
It must have come out today. Because it wasn't on here the other night when I played.
Well, yeah, today's Friday. Sounds like a good day.
Guns, Love and Tentacles. The marriage of Wainwright and Hammerlock.
Guns, Love, and Tentacles.
Purchased content. Download that shit. It's
I don't have
kind
a
of
flat
weird that
pass.
it doesn't auto-download, like.
Yeah, that is pretty weird. I agree. Hey, so there's some crazy ass lore coming out of Destiny right now about Fellwinter. Do you guys remember Fellwinter? He was one of the Iron Lords. Well, I guess in some way he was like Rasputin's son. Like Rasputin didn't create the Exos, but he created Fellwinter. And that's what Fellwinter's lie is all about, was that he lies to the Iron Lords that he knew he was fucking Rasputin's son the whole time. He knew it the whole time. And like Siva was something that Fellwinter knew because Rasputin told Fellwinter like there's Siva. Siva's gonna help you guys, but really it all happened because I guess Rasputin was butthurt about Fellwinter becoming a guardian. And in Rasputin's rage, he fucking unleashed Steve on them and killed, the Iron Lords, like the ones, except for Saladin and Shax. That's brutal.
Too bad that wasn't in the actual game.
I tried to do, but it's just like, nah, nah, no. It's not even that it's a lot, it's just that it's the same. We already played it, or like played the shit out of it. Played the shit out of it. But the lore's still cool.
It is known.
Engage is in this new one.
Oh, Gage is in there? Nice.
I wonder when Mayhem 2.0 is dropping. I think there's going to be like 10 levels of Mayhem now, and they're going to get like all these weird and wonderful fucking perks. Including Big Head mode.
You should have never gotten into Big Head mode. Big Head mode, paintball mode, all those things that GoldenEye did. I don't know why FPSs went away from it.
We're all sitting there going, what the fuck?
No, I know what he's talking. I know what he's talking about. I figured everybody knows what he's talking about.
Oh, you mean yeah. Oddball, right? Oddjob, there's his name, Oddjob. Yeah, Oddjob. Yep. The fucking had little Asian dude. Super fucking jam bombed. Penguino.
Some fucking thing.
You're stupid. You're stupid. It was enough to elicit breath out my nose. I breathed heavily. But so Neuron and Omni understand, you know, we W-E, nosotros is we, it's Spanish. Stupid. Dad joke.
That's why he was the only one laughing. If he's gonna partake somewhat, it's plus 20% shock damage, so use shock shit. Get in there. I can get in there and kill someone. I just got a legendary grenade out of a fucking cardboard box. Yeah,
I remember that.
Super rare.
No, hey, remember when you got that legendary out of a box?
It's exciting in that game. It happens in this game frequently enough, but in that game it's just like never. So when it does, you're just like, what the fuck? The hair on his heels. So getting the girl band back together. We can try. It gets fucking hectic. When you guys are on level 53 and you've got weapons and shit, we'll do it. Well, I can dupe my shit for you, like my class mod and relic and shit. Well, I can dupe that too, but not yet. Nah. Ah, it's the Halloween skin. Ah, that's simple. Just choose corrosive as your.
The Bella statue.
Phasek is alright. It does, it buffs your elemental damage. Wow, what the fuck hit me then? Must have blown myself up.
Intruder!
heavy. It's hard, too.
Is that your son who said that? Oh! He was on point. I swears. Dang it. Dang it.
This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck.
I don't believe in God. About 9 years old. What a critical thinker. What about Santa Claus? You gotta believe in Santa Claus. That's tight. Yeah, that's tight.
Oh, we're just about to kill his god, because Woden is fucking Odin.
Alright. Now I just have to reach its head.
I don't know. There's no red dots, I don't think. Yes, you can. Why can't I drop anything I want to keep?
Another day. What'll this one hold?
Oh, nice. What's it? Is it anointed? The one I've got is probably better than. The one I've got is probably still better than. Got 100% damage on action skill end, and with this build you're constantly on action skill end, so got 100% all the time.
Find help.
Easy now. What's your name? What happened?
Hackard. Find help for Pitchcliff. The Glinthawks
Hey, where the
attacking.
fucking have you come from?
They'll kill my brother.
Came from behind me.
Everyone.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Where's the rifle?
Oh. Damn, he got that far.
Aaron's waiting at Red Ridge Pass. Maybe I should go see him.
Like that,
Aren't you a little out of your way, Nora? Your sacred lands don't extend this far.
I go where I like. What do you do here?
I'm the keeper of these hunting grounds, which means, of course, that I'm the local representative of the Hunter's Lodge. To be more specific, I oversee the leverage trials here. Not that a vagabond Nora has any chance at passing them.
You might be surprised.
I doubt it.
So how'd you wind up here?
I didn't wind up here. It's an honor. I don't expect you to get it, but I'm well regarded at the Hunter's Lodge back in Meridian.
So much so that they sent you out here to pitch your tent in the wilds?
Are you going to take part in a trial or stand here prattling at me?
Tell me about the trials.
You might... Let me know which trial you're interested in. For this trial, you must use the cannon on a Ravager's back to take down other machines. You can shoot the cannon off, or use that special spear of yours to take control of the Ravager and make it fight for you. Oh, and here's a special tip. Try using tear blast arrows on Ravager cannons. They'll knock them off in one hit.
I'm aware.
Very well. Get out there and give it your best.
Sorry about that.
Robits.
Roblox. shit up, though. Okay?
I can't believe it. You've earned a blazing sun on the first try.
Sort of.
I know who you are, girl. The Nora who can control machines. So I've got a trial just for you. Use your spear to take control of 2 Ravagers. Get them to help you take down a Thunderjaw. A fine choice. Best of luck.
Rush it, I would.
Fuck. Stupid ass bitch ass watcher. Get in my fucking way. Damn it. Damn it. Take me. Let's speed up that first one. And the second one, yeah. So let's speed it all up. Oh my god. Did I really just do that? Did I really just do that? Take me.
Confusion.
Failure. God damn. This is not simple. Feels like it should be. Ish. Can't believe I hit the one. Precision is not good enough. It must be perfect.
An impressive effort on the first try. You've earned a full sun. I know who. Use your. All right. Your performance on that trial has earned you a blazing sun. For this trial, you must use the Thunderjaw's cannon to destroy Ravagers. You can shoot the cannon off, or use that special spear of yours to take control of the Thunderjaw and make it fight for you. Oh, and you may want to use Tear Blast arrows on the Thunderjaw.
I got it.
Very well.
think that this launches? I should have looked it up. What is this launcher? The brutality. Fucking brutality. Fuck. You lose. Continue. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh my god, I'm getting fucked up. How much? just find a way through the chaos. There's probably some smart thing I'm just being dumb about. But I don't know what it is. Shoot. Yes, I did it. Oh, that's shit.
I should switch weapons.
That's shit.
Right on target.
You thought you were good. And then he showed you what's good. What's really good. It's okay though. I still passed the thing. That's all that matters.
I can't believe, with all the suns you've earned, you're eligible for special gear at the lodge in Meridian. Talk to Idaba. She'll help you out.
Time for me to get going.
I'll be here.
This must be where Sam is supposed to check in. It looks like there was a scuffle here, but no body. If someone dragged Nassan off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went. Shadow Carja outpost. The sun is inside. Well, they're still surprised.
Wait, who went down?
Nobody.
Heard something!
Just think.
gotten a son, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings. Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
With some spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
King Jiran only understood strength. He would spit on us for this ceasefire.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What are you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
You can see them. They can't see you.
Damn it. No. What? Really? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Well, it's a nice checkpoint, I guess. There's something happening again. El Salt.
Kinjeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
That number is so off though, because you got someone like you and Penguin who's got a fucking, you know, you got enough to stock a militia, and then you got someone like me and Omni over here who we don't own any guns whatsoever, because, you know, we don't. So it's not 4 per household, it's definitely that there's just gun nets out there, and there's nothing wrong with being a gun nut.
Ooh, are we having an interesting conversation?
No, you're not. You're not. You're right. I do agree with that. Why though? No, why should drugs be illegal? Then it solves. You know the whole thing about creating terrorists and people who hate America, by just doing that, we created so many enemies. I feel like you did it out of comedy, for comedy purposes. Oh, that's bad. What? Mm. Mm-hmm. That's fucking brutal. That's fucking brutal.
That's funny.
This was the page where I make jokes, actually. So...
Indeed told me about the cause. Did you lose the shipment?
Yeah.
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall that will be happy to see it.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravon. If you're honest with him, I think he'll help.
But after everything you've done, I can't refuse. But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall. Be safe.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Why? Why? Oh man. Fucking A. Dude, this is how you recruit people. This is how. Mind yourself.
Here's some chips.
Really? Is it like cross AKs and something with instead of palm trees with poppy leaves?
Never know when I might need these.
Yeah.
It's Aaron, and he's in trouble.
I was about to say, where'd you get it? Is it a bedded shirt or is it like a regular t-shirt?
Oh, get fucked! There's a dude there with such little health, it's not funny. At least really.
Low and quiet does it.
I reckon some of those enemies must have had SMGs because they were melting me.
This doesn't really ever happen. What's the set?
I'm glad that's over with. Thanks for the help.
Let's try a lot of smoke.
Come on over here and have a word.
The stress of dying.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Responsibility.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Tell me exactly what happened to Ursa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men? But she didn't bring you?
No. I'd been drinking a lot. Or maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day, and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush. The Shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, well...
You
when
fucking
I find the soldiers who
bastard.
did this, they'll be sorry too.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
Okay.
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
Ooh.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but they finally found a way to get
I'm
back.
gonna fucking rage quit right now. I'm playing Doom and I have to beat in this extra life mode with 10 lives and I just wasted 2
Show
fucking
me where
lives.
Ursa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
Now the sinister laugh.
Why would Ursa come all the way out here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Is this Shadow Karja
Somebody.
doing?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cleft.
Almost there.
He's talking so smoothly, despite being in a full fucking sprint.
Alright, this is it. Where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something. Please. I need to find the
Original B-58, probably. I'm still using a level 50 shield.
It's perfectly sharp. Never seen action. Those bloodstains are not the kind that would pull around a corpse. They look like smears. Arrows scattered there. They look good as new. Never fired. There must be Shadow Carja armor.
I'm gonna die.
Strange. Not a scratch on it. These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Carja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Carja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
So, real quick, wanted to throw my 2 cents in there. No, shut up. Maybe the goal isn't necessarily removing all guns, but enough of them over time so fewer deranged people have access to them, hurt other people, hurt themselves. Maybe that's the goal. We have systems for that, just like we determine who has a driver's license and who can practice law and who can practice medicine. I didn't say they were great or the best, but we do have systems for those things.
No, he's talking about guns.
Agreed.
On the state of mind of people, yeah.
I don't know why he's not taking enough damage.
Well, for example, there is a provision that certain left-leaning folks were trying to get rid of because there are people who are on Social Security who are so incapacitated they can't be in charge of their own money. I'm sure you've heard of this. If you haven't, there are those folks. Their check, their Social Security check, gets sent to someone else. If you're that mentally incapacitated for whatever reason, those people are still allowed to buy guns. That shouldn't be. That's just a basic that just shouldn't be. So there are no. I know. I agree. I agree. Well, that leads back to that crappy circular argument that you don't like. Like, oh, they're not good at it, so don't try. Or they're not competent, so don't try. Like, well, I agree with that as well. It's not just I'm gonna ban guns. We made a law banning guns, and that's all you have to do. No, there's a mental health component. There's the despair of the economic system we live in that drives people to being super sad. There's lack of education, lack of opportunities. There's the lack of laws where people on the fucking no-fly list can get guns, even though there's problems with the no-fly list. There's problems with the background. Like, all of these things need to be addressed to have a holistic approach to bring, but it can be. I don't like the argument, oh, it's effed up, so you can. No, you can. You got to take it piece by piece, uh, and person by person, fire the wrong people, hire the right people. It's a whole thing. Oh, well, word.
stocking up.
Well, the government.
I get why they wanted Ursa dead. But why fake an ambush?
The government is just an amalgamation of
figure it
us. Whether it's people we elect, people that the elected people hire or appoint. It all comes back to us and our lack of attention, our lack of willpower. So, yeah, no, there are some bad people, there are some bad processes. I would totally be down for re-examining all of it from the beginning and what works, what doesn't. But there are some clear-cut things, like you get...
No, fuck that, fuck you, goddammit, fuck that, I hate everybody.
Except for Pavlone, he wants these demons fucking dying cold blood.
We can all find out what's next together.
Unfortunately so. Unfortunately so.
Suicides, domestic abuse, fucking gang violence, all the little pockets. I think it's all of the above. When my beef is you have these asshole Republican uh, 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 politicians and talking heads, they'll rhetorically mention mental health, but I've never seen a Republican-led mental health bill to pump money into those systems, to build out therapy, I've never seen that. So it's like you talk about it, but then as soon as you're done playing defense from the most recent mass shooting, gone. And so I would love it if they took that seriously and actually like, yeah, fucking free marriage counseling, fucking you can go see a therapist 4 times a year for free, anyone you want. Like that, we should be absolutely. It's no less important than our physical health.
What?
Mhm. 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 Let's make sure there's a counselor in every school, middle school, high school. But no, now that costs money, and we might be able to not give tax cuts for the rich and wars. Facts, facts. I'll take that trade tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah, it depends on the conviction. If you've been committed for murder, you shouldn't be allowed to have a gun license. Not if you've previously committed murder.
Fucking David. I agree. And work for our slave wages.
What they're
Our
doing is they're removing them from
imprisonment.
society. That's more of what they're fucking doing.
That's what they're doing.
That too.
It's supposed to be both. It's supposed to be a punishment and a restorative process. But we suck at the restorative part. So we put all these restrictions on ex-cons. Oh, check the box when you're filling out for a job. You can't vote. You can't own a gun. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's like, well, clearly we're not doing the restorative part, or else we give them back all their rights. Mm-hmm. Fucking rehabilitate. Instead of making them
But the
fight
problem is,
fires
someone
for
gets a
$2.
sentence, fucking, once they've rehabilitated or not, once they've served their sentence, fucking, they're released. So it's alright if someone is rehabilitated, but saying someone served their sentence, therefore they're rehabilitated, is incorrect. Because each case is different. Who let the dogs out?